last break. You see the way I emphasized on it. How are you enjoying it? It's been how many days? Almost a week now without rainfall. How have you maximized the sun? You know, for those of you who are into renewable energy and all, and you started using the inverters, I heard that, you know, with the constant rainfall, you have not been able to fully charge your inverters because no light, you know, no sunlight. I hope you're enjoying, you know, your own power now. I hope you are. And for those who have been doing laundries and bringing out things to dry in the sun, I hope it's been, I mean, dry fish, crayfish, stockfish, shoes, bags, as many things as you can possibly think of. Let them dry in the sun this period, all right? And you'll be glad they did. My name is Denise Dennis Worlu, and my assignment is simple. Have conversations with you, not just any kind of conversations, but ethical, philosophical, and thought-provoking conversations. And today will not be any different. Now, let me sincerely apologize to us for those who bought tickets yesterday. I am so sorry we couldn't have any of the draws. It was not intentional. It was due to network. I couldn't do the raffle draw, but today we'll see how we'll make up for it. And that is to remind you that you can still buy your tickets today, all right? On the website is oneplay.ng. That's the number 1. Then play.ng, and then you select Nigeria Info 92.3 page. Purchase as many tickets as possible, because the more tickets you buy, the more your chances of winning. You can also use the USSD code *347 *880 *6#. That is *347 *880 *6#. Now that that is out of the way, the art of pricing is what we're going to talk about this hour. And then the 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock hour, I would share something. But let me give you a hint. If you will ever use, you commute every day via public transportation, this scenario you can totally relate with. Have you ever been in a moving vehicle getting from point A to point B, and then there is a gist that started, but you see, they did not finish the gist early, and you got to your destination, and you had to say something like, "Oga, drop in there, oh." And you are almost telling the people, "Finish the gist now, one calm down, Kwano." Yeah, we'll talk about something related to that within the 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock hour. That's the chit chat. And then the 2 o'clock to 3 o'clock hour, we'll talk about stealing at places of worship. Some people's audacity needs to be studied. I mean, I am very serious about, because how do you steal from or at a place of worship? The audacity of stealing from a place of worship. We've all heard stories about it, but what goes through someone's mind to commit such an act? Is it a sign of desperation? Is it a complete lack of moral compass? Or something else entirely? 2 o'clock to 3 o'clock we'll have that conversation. All right, let's go back to the one for this hour. The business world is quite dicey, in all honesty. Business owners, service providers, they will keep trying so many tricks till they find what works perfectly, especially when it comes to maximizing profits. While some prices are fixed, others are due to your specification. And then there are those that are hinged around who is asking. Now that is the focus for today. And how much is not just about who is asking, but how much they are willing to pay, or how much they can possibly part with. I'm going to play something for you. You're going to listen attentively, and then we're going to come back to why I even played it in the first place. So let me be sure that my device for playing it is all right. I need to be sure everything is moving fine, as my brothers would say. Good. Now that I'm sure that it is moving fine, let's start with this one. Take a listen.
Hello?
I found you on Instagram. How much do you charge for your service?
Well, it depends. It depends on the scope of work. But let's say from 350,000. Hello?
Hello? Hello?
Hello?
I could not hear you. Please send in an invoice. My budget is 800k.
Should I play that again? I think I should. But there's a second one. So let me just play this one more time. Just one more time.
Hello?
Hello?
I found you on Instagram. How much do you charge for your service?
Well, it depends. It depends on the scope of work. But let's say from 350,000. Hello?
Hello? Hello?
Hello?
I could not hear you. Please send in an invoice. My budget is 800k.
I would have you know that what he said was, my budget is from 350k. Right? This person is a potential client. And the person had already budgeted 800k. And by the time the person mentioned that, the person who had charged 350k initially just smiled and looked at the camera. So guess what? He is going to automatically increase his price to that 800k. In short, I am sure he might even take it to like ₦1 million. So by the time they start haggling price, boom, it will land at 800k. And he would make maybe an additional 450k as profit. Now listen to this other one and I'll explain.
Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, I'm already at the location. Where are you?
Oh, perfect. I'm here as well, just pulling up.
Oh, you're just pulling up. Alright. I can see you. Are you the one driving the white car?
No, I'm behind the white car in the black Rolls Royce. Let me find a space to park. I'll be with you shortly.
I cannot believe my eyes.
£1,000, if I'm not mistaken. And she had, haggled and haggled, and then he gave her a discount and he took like 100 out of it. He was expecting her, when some people price market with you, when some people are haggling prices with you, you are trying to be considerate. You feel like maybe they are doing that because they do not have. Imagine this happened, and by the time you're meeting with the client, you discover that, this person can actually afford this. I shouldn't have. I had no business giving that kind of discount in the first place. I should have insisted on 500 and they will pay the 500 and everything will be fine. Because I didn't expect her to pull up in a Rolls Royce. Madam, you get Rolls Royce. You have a Rolls Royce and you are pricing me down. And I'm giving you that kind of discount. Now, let's look at this. There is something called the art of pricing. It captures the idea that pricing is not just a simple calculation, but a strategic and often creative process. As you described, that is you, the person doing the business, with some tricks here and there. There is also fixed versus fluid. It directly addresses the distinction you make between fixed prices and those that changed based on circumstances. Who is asking? So if I go to, let's say, Nigeria Info Supermarket, I am seeing fixed prices on everything. They have already done their calculation before I came there. It's not about Denise. It's about the people that they know can willingly pay for bottled water 2,000 when they can get it for 500 naira outside. So when I step in there, maybe even a boutique, if I see a dress for 100 and something thousand, I am not going to argue. If I cannot pay, I generally walk away. If I can pay, I generally pay. It is fixed like that. As opposed to the person who will not say, come on money now. They're not doing come on money with you. They're telling you this is how much we charge. And this is what it is. And you are seeing it for yourself. If you want to go to where you can haggle prices, there are other places you can go to. The psychology of profit maximization. That's another thing we need to consider. It gets to the heart of the matter. The underlying reasons why businesses use these strategies, including assessing a customer's willingness to pay and the ultimate goal of maximizing profits. The business world is indeed full of tricks to maximize profits. And we've all heard stories about different prices for the same product. Even with the so-called discounts, sometimes they say they are giving you a discount. They inflate the prices so that by the time you guys are not doing 20% discount, you will end up paying the original price for the said thing. Have experienced it? I'm sure you have. I have also done the entire profiling thing. Who is asking? Denise, we want you to do this. Who is asking? I know that someone from a particular place cannot afford it. I actually tell them, this is what I charge. Knowing fully well they cannot afford it. Even though sometimes they have surprised me. You know how you profile somebody, they look like people that cannot pay, and by the time you tell them how much, you're telling me, all right, send me your account details. That's why they say sometimes the arm of flesh may fail you. Yeah, I had considered that someone could not pay for my service. And then at the end of the day, the person paid in full, no negotiation whatsoever. And then there are those that I thought, it will not be hard for this person to pay. And by the time you say, you see, we are this, we are that, we are a growing company, just help us now. It's me, it's we, I'm your fan, I'm your this, I'm your AC, I'm your cylinder. You have experienced it. So whether you sell something or you offer a service or you have been the experiencer, you just know that the price these people gave to you is because of the car you drove down there. Oh, and there's the other part of it when you are requesting for something and they just automatically look at you and say, yes, if you're asking for that price, then it is indeed worth it. We are looking at your edifice. All of these things cost money. Even the way you appear physically, you look like someone who has been charging people that kind of money. But if you show up in a certain way, or they go through your handles and they do not see anything that in a way reflects that amount, sorry, you will always get people beating down your original price. And you may now have to decide, oh yeah, now bring, how bread is better than chin-chin. So 2 questions. Have you ever experienced a situation where you felt the price you were quoted was different because of who you are? How did you handle it? Were you able to get a fair deal at the end of the day? Did you succumb to the person's price? Did you walk away? Question number 2. From a business owner's perspective, is it fair to price an item based on what you think a customer can pay? At what point does smart business cross the line into taking advantage of a customer? The first audio I played, he initially said 350. The problem was the network. The person he said 350 or he told 350 could not hear him and said, all right, I can't hear you. My budget is 800K. Send invoice.